Time is 10:30. I call the meeting of the Etoka Municipal Golf Authority to order. Ask everyone to rise. We do the invocation, pledge of allegiance and the invocation. Face the flag, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Balcony, please. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you this morning. Lord, just lifting this meeting up to you. Father, just give us the knowledge to do the very best we can for the authority and the public. Lord, just be with each and every one here this morning and bless them and give them a safe trip back to their work. Lord, just we ask for this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, well, good morning to everyone. Thank you all for coming in this morning. At this time, would the clerk call roll, please?
Ms. Thomas?
Here.
Mr. Burridge?
Here.
Mr. Armstrong?
Here.
Mr. Henderson?
Here.
Mr. Cappy?
Here. This is the public comment time. This is anything that's not on the posted agenda. You may address the board at this time. Hearing none, we'll move down to the consent agenda. We have several items. Minutes of the meeting of January 20th, 26th, the superintendent's report, approving purchase orders for the municipal authority for the month of January, and appointing several trustees. So any of these items, I'm assuming the superintendent's report, we would like to have moved to the business agenda, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and does anyone else need anything else removed from the consent agenda? Hearing none, do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So move.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Mr. Armstrong?
Aye.
Ms. Thomas?
Aye.
Mr. Burridge?
Aye.
Mr. Cappy?
Aye. Congratulations, you're all in here for another couple of years. All right. We got you. All right, we move down to the business agenda. We'll go to the approving the superintendent's report. Good morning, sir.
Can we discuss the golf carts, or? Okay. I did send out the proposal for the golf carts, for the 5 golf carts, and the expense of the 5 golf carts. And I guess we'll have to set a special meeting for that, to approve that. And also for the 5 lithium batteries, there's a total price on the sheet that y'all see. So I guess we'll wait on that. We have picked out the 5 bag carts that we're gonna send back already, so, the golf carts are gonna be available mid-March. They're pulling them off a course in Edmond. He said they're like brand new. They haven't been hurt at all, so, and they will have brand new lithium batteries in when we receive them. So, that'll be a good
Great.
deal. As far as our rest of our report, we do have a lot of foliage coming up on our greens. I did spray them over a week ago. It takes about 2 weeks for the herbicide to start taking effect, so we'll start seeing some thinner greens. The greens are, really, they're perking up a lot from last Thursday. They were brown, and they're starting to get some green color to them. We did have a round of fertilizer and another round of fungicide. As soon as the wind dies down a little bit, we'll be doing that, I think this week or next week. The tee boxes, we have been working diligently on tee boxes. We got all of number 9, we have water on those now. We have water on number 2. We have water on number 4. The next one we're working on is 3 and 6. We'll get those done, and then the last one we'll have is this number 1, and that will be the green and gold and red stem at the bottom. But boy, everything's coming up good. I oversee those last Thursday. I went and checked them yesterday. We got grass coming up on all the new tee boxes right now. Well, I think there's a couple that are still lagging a little bit, but we have grass coming up, so this spring we should be playing off the new tee boxes.
So I take my shop hammer out of my golf bag to tap my tees in the tee box?
You don't have to do that.
All right, all right.
Now, we're gonna put the tee boxes on our schedule for when we punch greens. We're gonna punch tee boxes.
Great.
We sand tee boxes. I'm gonna kind of assign somebody just on tee boxes. Because, I mean, rather than having nice greens, we need to have really nice tee boxes also. So I'll have somebody that's just, that will be their job, is keep tee boxes looking good. We did a lot of work on the inside of the clubhouse. It's still a little dated looking because of just the cost of materials. We didn't want to put a lot of money into that, but we did paint all the interior inside there, you can actually see what we have, for sale. This is just, I don't know if it's on the subject, no, you know, they said, well, you know, they sell hot dogs and stuff in there, but, can we sell frozen items, like sandwiches, eggs and sausage, things like that? Cause that would be a big sell item.
We've usually done that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have, there's a couple of sandwiches that we sell that you just pop in that microwave.
Yeah, you just keep them in the freezer and pop them in there, yeah. that
And we would buy
that
those
be
to
a
Indian,
great
to,
sell item.
yeah, we would buy those to Indian Nation Wholesale. I think they were our primary supplier, have been for quite a long time. And then we also have some, we also buy some stuff from Ada Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
and I think McAllister Pepsi.
Yeah, we do Coca-Cola, and, I think that, I don't know if that's what we get.
The big seller is a Chuck Wagon.
I think there's a minimum order requirement now
Indian
through
Nation.
Indian Nation. I think is why Robert has not been ordering through them.
Is there a Sam's, can we do that through Sam's?
You can't, Robert came in this morning, we can't order them for it shipped, but he can go down there and pick it up. So we can work out the
We'll just
logistics
figure
of
it out.
all that.
That's, that would be a way to bring in a little revenue, because a lot of people ask for stuff like that. Still just maintaining cart paths, we trim more trees along the fairways. As soon as Monty's back with health, he's had the flu for about a week and a half. We're gonna start on the trees up on number 1, cutting every one of those, trees out up there, in this, in the grass, and we'll start working on number 1 fairway here real quick also. That's really about all I have, if there's any questions or comments concerning.
When you remove the trees, I know we talked about removing, on one, removing like every other one.
or something.
Yeah,
Are you gonna,
every other one.
are we looking at doing like a stump grinder to remove
Yeah,
the stumps?
we have some other stumps that we need to grind too, but once we get rid of all those, we'll run a grinder, that way we can get it knocked out in a day or two instead of wrinkling and going back and forth.
Sean, how about the equipment, the mowing equipment? I know Mike Armstrong was working on one of our fairway
Yeah, we
mowers.
sell the fairway mower. Carl's been in touch with a gentleman to come out and work on it. He came out Sunday, and the battery was dead on it, so we put a charge on it yesterday. He was supposed to come out yesterday afternoon, but I had an emergency deal I had to go to, so I wasn't there at the meeting, so I'm not sure if he came out or not, but he informed Carl that he could get it fixed.
He said he can get it fixed.
He said he can fix it.
Okay.
And all the
Give us
other
an
fairway
estimate.
mowers, we're in the process of, changing the oil and doing
Yeah.
maintenance on it.
Yeah, 'cause it'll be here before you know.
Yeah.
Before you
I
know.
mowed the greens yesterday, morning, and I was surprised, I got over, you have your catching buckets on there, I got over half of a catch bucket on the greens, just what it grew over the weekend.
Well, this weather has been highly unusually warm, you know?
Well, it's good that we've gotten it after the really hard cold
Yeah,
snap.
I know.
That was really,
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah,
on
the greens were
everything.
looking pretty rough, the tarps did well, we did get some snow and ice under number 5 and number 2, but, it all came back really well, so.
Kobe had done a drone flight over the golf course during the ice storm. and-
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to go out there and take some pictures. We're gonna do, like inside the clubhouse, instead of old pictures of Jack Nicklaus and road like that, we're gonna do pictures of the course and people that actually play.
Oh, good, good.
I had to take some pictures of the course.
Great.
And I still, we'll do some more when it brings up.
Are you still going to, work on number 1, top of the hill, where you're gonna put that?
Yes, we're just kinda waiting for the mow to start to
Okay.
green up so we can take over a little better. And then we'll decide whether we wanna, have you talked to the guy on that hydro mulching mower?
He's waiting on a couple of parts to finish putting his unit together.
Okay, I was gonna talk to him or do some sodding up there.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I'm excited about that.
We'll do that too, but we're about ready to start that. So we wanna get the trees out of the way
Yeah.
first, and then we'll start working on that. That's all I have.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the superintendent's report.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas?
Aye.
Mr. Burridge?
Aye.
Mr. Armstrong?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Mr. Kathy?
Aye. Item number 2, discussion and/or action on setting a salary for employee money loss.
I guess that's mine.
Okay.
Mine.
Thank you, thank you.
I don't know, personally, I just feel like we're not having to tell him a thing. He's just going out there and doing it, and he's doing a lot, and, I mean, same can be said for Sean. But I just, you know, if we can do it, I don't want us to get ourselves in another bind like we did before, but if we can afford to do it, I feel like he deserves it.
Do you know what he's making now?
16 an hour.
Has he brought it up to
No.
you?
No.
He hadn't said anything to me either?
No,
Well,
it's just. me.
Sean, that would kind of be your department, I think, and they're basically your employees.
Your evaluations anyway.
Monty is definitely a valuable asset to the force as far as what he knows and his knowledge, and he is a great worker. I don't know what you'd wanna set the salary or how,
Or
would
hourly.
it be still a part-time deal? or-
Yeah, I was just thinking, you know, like maybe $1 or $2 an hour
Oh,
raise.
just a raise as far as hourly increase? I don't have a problem with it at like $1 an hour. Cause Monty, like I said, he does do a lot of
Are
work.
they all making, like Robert's making the same?
I'm not sure on the payroll, on what
You're not
everybody
sure on the
makes
payroll.
out there.
Okay. Wonder what,
I don't know either.
I do know,
I was
I just
thinking
knew what Monty
12.
made, cause I had
Was
asked him.
Oh, I
here
thought
a
Robert was
couple weeks
14.
ago.
Maybe 14 on Robert?
I'm not positive.
I'm gonna say at minimum, I think it may be more than that.
I think we set them all at $16 an
Oh,
hour,
all of them?
yeah.
Okay.
a couple of years ago.
And I just knew Monty had come back
Well,
at 16.
It's just something to think about if you do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with giving him a raise, like $1 an hour.
I probably should have brought it to you first, I'm sorry.
I mean, he's definitely worth, well, you know, what we pay him as far, like I said, his knowledge and
What would
he
the
knows the
process be
equipment.
to get him a raise? Just, he would recommend it and we would approve it, or
Yeah, we need
it would need to be on an
would
agenda?
that, would that not need to go through Danny?
Through
Danny
Danny.
signs off on it. It's not anything you guys have to approve. The only
Okay.
person you approve.
So
is
we
the
could discuss it,
superintendent.
Sean could
But
discuss.
Sean could
discuss
get
it
with Danny and go
Okay.
through the payroll and,
I
and
mean,
and take care
what
of
are
that.
y'all's thoughts, as far as,
Um,
I mean, I know what your thought is, cause you see him out there.
Yeah.
I would,
I mean,
I'm leaving that to you.
okay,
Sean.
well, I mean, as far as just on the financial side of it, I mean, that's just,
Yeah.
what, another,
Right.
what, $1,500 a year or so, part-time?
Yeah, I don't have a
We
problem
give
with
him
it.
an hourly raise, $1,500, $1,600 a year,
So be right around $1,700
it's
a year.
$1,700 a year. I'll put a little more thought into it, and then I'll get with Danny.
Thanks.
Item number 3, discussion and/or action on policy for marijuana use on golf course property.
Well, I guess that's me too. The reason I want to talk about this is because last Monday, when we had our little scramble, I got paired with these two guys. And 3 holes into it, they pull out their marijuana and they smoke marijuana the whole way around. Number one, is it even legal? Because I didn't ask them if they had a medical marijuana card, but I've been told that if you have one, it has to be consumed in your home? Or is that,
I don't know the specific law on that. I don't think that is correct, but I did research it ahead of today. We do have the authority to regulate the use on the trust property. So if you guys wanted a policy that says no marijuana use on the property, you could
Does the
certainly
city
do
have
that.
a policy other than?
Well, we passed codes, when initially in like 2018, 2019, shortly after the law was passed, and it was pretty contentious because the way, I still believe, yes, we have, if the board chooses to ban it from the course, that's, I think we have the right to
You
do
can
that.
absolutely do that.
We can absolutely do that. The original challenges, and things have changed quite a bit since then, what was passed by the voters as far as municipal codes and restrictions, couldn't be made more restrictive than what was
State
passed
law.
by the voters.
Correct.
Because this was not put on, it was put on as a referendum and not a measure by the, House or Senate. So,
But the statute does allow you to regulate
Yes.
the use on your property,
yes.
and that is not restricted from government, so governments can do that as well.
Correct.
Chris, do you think this is kind of a one-off? Because I've never even smelt it on a Toka golf course.
Well,
I've been
it-
on a lot of other courses and
It
had
could be,
smelled
and, you know,
marijuana,
and
but-
if you guys would rather
Is
just
that-
take the position that if that
Sean,
happens,
I mean, you could say, we could send a marshal
I've
or
never,
something.
of course.
If it becomes a problem, I think we could,
Yeah, Carl
take
brought
care
it
of
up to
it
me the other
together.
day, and what I told him, I said, well, marijuana is an illegal substance, no, you can't smoke it on the course, but I don't know if they have a medical marijuana card. And then he just kind of ran with that on posting something. I said, you need to take that down, because I don't know what the city ordinance are, or anything else, until we find out legally what.
I would say if it becomes a big problem,
Yeah.
if you have more issues, and,
Yeah.
I mean, I think we could readdress it, but
well, that was the main
I've not ever
reason
had a,
why I wanted to bring it up today,
Yeah.
is just to see what is the legal standing on it.
Is it two old hippie guys?
Yeah.
Well, one of them had just gotten out of prison.
I know exactly who you're talking about, yeah.
From my understanding, they've been doing that out there for years, or some of them have, but I don't know
I would
them
not be
personally.
surprised.
So-
Chris, you just got paired with him one time.
And well, and, I mean, if y'all want, if you don't wanna address it in the future, if it happens, I'll just personally say,
I
hey.
would call Sean,
That-
it's his job. It's one,
I think our position should be that there should be no illegal,
Exactly.
drug use on the golf
yeah,
course.
which is
Well, do you
the
allow
position.
smoking?
Cigarettes?
You do allow smoking
Oh, yeah.
cigarettes, right?
Cigars,
But they're not illegal.
no.
Well, I've had the question brought up too, is, like drinking beer, no alcohol out there. You know, if they were to, if you can't smoke
So-
legal marijuana, can you drink?
This is
a beer?
interesting you bring this up. This is why I have always personally been for the golf course selling alcohol. Because when you sell it, you control it. And when you control it, you limit your liability. That's how I look at it.
I know there's a number of courses, it's, if you're gonna have any, you have it, you buy it from them.
You buy it from the golf course.
That's
Now that-
a little more liability on the courts, though, as far as.
I would argue, Sean, that we have less liability doing that than what we do now.
Let's ask the attorney.
Yeah. Let's get him to research it for us.
Well, I mean, I think Mark's point is valid. You know, right now, you're not prohibiting alcohol from being on the course. It's certainly legal under our code to possess and consume alcohol on city property. But you don't know the extent of what they're bringing onto the course, and you're not controlling it. So if they bring, you know, put the whiskey in and consume it in 15 minutes and, you know, get out there and drown in the lake, you know, the question is, did your negligence in failing to regulate alcohol contribute to their death? And the good attorney's gonna sue you over that. In the flip side of that, your liability maybe isn't diminished, but it's mitigated a little bit if you do prohibit people from bringing alcohol onto the course, but then allow them to purchase it. You know what they're buying and what they should have on their possession and consume it. But then the liability becomes, you've got your employees out there that then have to monitor it. You know, if someone overserves them, then you're liable again. So
Would those employees not have to have server's licenses
they
as
have
well?
to get yes, the course would have to get licensed through Able Commission. The individual people selling would have to be licensed through Able Commission. You're gonna have to get liquor liability policy again, which mitigates your liability there, but I don't know. I don't think it's.
The risk is pretty small, probably both ways.
Yeah, it's probably not a big difference in risk mitigation one way or the other. The issue becomes you know, your able licensing, staying on top of that, making sure your high school kids aren't selling the beer and aren't stealing the beer, and, you know, that's kind of a bigger issue at that point.
It would definitely generate quite a bit of income in the summertime, selling cold beer. So there's, you know, that revenue. They're gonna drink it anyway, we're losing the revenue by not selling it.
But I guess my,
Would you lose revenue on people not wanting to come play because they can't bring their own? I think that would be a flip side, because that's, I mean. a lot of
Plus
guys out there
Marshall,
bring
would be,
6-pack beer.
who, you know, if you're gonna stop everybody from bringing their beer,
Yeah.
It's
That's-
not gonna stop them.
who's coming, who wants that job?
but we've kind of
You do,
moved
don't you?
off of our agenda
No.
item, Mr.
I
Mayor,
don't,
so.
I don't know that it's ever
Yeah.
been a huge issue.
We can have that.
The alcohol part.
We can
Yeah.
have that conversation at our special meeting if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yep.
So back on this item, what's the thoughts on this? Chris?
The main reason why I wanted to bring it up is because I didn't know what the legal stance was
Okay.
on it.
Well, I think it's a question for you guys. You certainly are well within your rights to say no smoking marijuana on the course. I know I don't like to smell it, and I'm sure Chris didn't
I
enjoy smelling it the
did
whole
not, and I
time.
had to be careful about where I was standing.
If they wanna
Upwind
use
or
marijuana,
downwind?
there's certainly plenty of
You
other
didn't say
options.
anything,
that
you
they
didn't say
could
anything to them.
pop a gummy in, you know, if they wanna use it while they're out there, but, it's just kinda up to you guys, but you're more than welcome to say no smoking marijuana or no use of marijuana at all, so.
Oh, I know, you know, with the card, and it's been a while since I mean, this was back when it first started, but if you have a medical card, you can have it on your person certain amounts, but it also allows you the right to grow them at your home. And we had issues with that, you know, it has to be confined behind a privacy fence or indoors or something like that. And, we've had a problem with people growing it in their front yard in half barrels and accessible to the public
In the city limits?
in the city limits,
I can
yes,
tell
and
you
we've
where
had to
there was
address
one.
that before.
Oh, I'm surprised.
But I don't know, Johnny, to your point of, with the card, does it allow you to?
Even with the card, you can regulate the use.
Oh, I know, but does it allow you to smoke it in public, in a public place?
I don't know the answer to that question,
I
but
don't
I would
either.
assume probably so.
Some states you can, some states you can't, so
I don't know, I'll have to check on
we'd
that
have
and
to
see.
check on that and see.
Most people don't smoke it anymore, they either vape it or they chew it, you know.
I think those two guys are probably the main.
Well, is there-
actually Smoke.
Is there a policy, for instance, on city parks? Can they smoke it publicly in city parks here
I
in
don't
the city
think we've
limits?
ever addressed it. I'll have to go back and look
I-
at our marijuana.
I know we had that originally in the codes, that they could not, but I think that some of the other towns, when we were trying to approve these codes originally, some of the other towns were getting injunctions filed on them, and some, we had to keep taking pieces out of our ordinance for when other
But I
towns
think
were.
they went back and changed that statute to say that you can regulate its use on your property.
Yeah.
And so I think that we can regulate it now, but I don't know what our code says.
Okay.
I'll
We'll have to review that and see. But- Okay.
I'll get back to you.
Chris, thanks for bringing that up.
Sorry, I had to.
No, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so no action on that item. Is there moving on, is there any trustee comments? Hearing none, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion is second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Mr. Burridge?
Aye.
Mr. Armstrong?
Aye.
Mr. Kathy?
Aye. We are adjourned for the morning. Thank you.